Gene, it's 1968. What was your motivation for starting FAAM?
The middle part of in the 60s, the junior high schools cut back on their programs to help the youth. So about 10 or 12 black men got together, decided that they wanted to be a role model, also start a program for the junior high school kids.
You got to start with the mission statement. FAAM is a basketball league primarily focused on at-risk African-American male youth. We had to change it because we had more girls involved, so at-risk African-American male and female youth.
What we try to give the kids out of the program are many life lessons. Not only do we concentrate on helping them learn basketball skills and become better players, but they get meaning, they get positive role models, a safe haven, a place to be, and a sense of community and family.
FAAM also offers tutoring. So if their son is falling behind in class, we offer that tutoring. Our whole goal is to not make you a better basketball player, but to make you a better student, make you a better young man. I want you to leave better than you were when you walked through the doors as a FAAM player.
Kids at this age can be a challenge. There's no question about that. But you see the development. You see when kids who may not listen to their parents even, but they listen to their coach. They recognize the importance of being part of a team. And those are just invaluable lessons. I mean, in life, you have to be a part of a team, whether you're married, whether you're on your job. And so these are just key lessons, for young people to learn.
We have branched out just from boys basketball, girls playing with boys, 14 boys teams. We had 8 girls teams. We had to decommission 2. We got 6 girls teams now, and 2 sets of cheer.
FAAM sometimes has to be pushed into change. And so we had to do a little pushing to get them to embrace the concept of a girls' league. There were girls who were playing in the FAAM league if they were phenomenal players, but if they weren't as skilled, it was like keep away. And a lot of the girls were intimidated. And I thought it was important that they had their own league where they could demonstrate their skills and ability.
Their game is just as important as the boys' games. And some of these coaches, are great coaches, all of them.
You start the season with players of varying levels of ability. And by the end, everyone has improved. Everyone has gotten better. And it happens week by week. And so maybe this week it's offense that they get. Maybe it's defense. Parents are happy, kids are happy. We win, we're happy. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience.
I can't say enough about how strongly I feel that it's important for us to have this program to give our young women the same types of opportunities that the young men are having.
Our cheerleaders have won just a tremendous amount of accolades at cheerleading contests they go to. And that was started by Holly Marsh.
I kind of see cheerleaders in basketball almost like soup and crackers. They're not the same, but they complement. The cheerleading program came out of the fact that I was at the games on Saturdays and would always find there were girls that were there religiously, but were not playing basketball. And I would say maybe we need an activity that can bring these girls in, but give them the same structure. And I wanted to model it after the basketball program, just to hear them say that some of their fondest childhood memories were of activities they did with the cheerleaders. That meant a lot.
We've had children play in FAAM who've gone on to become coaches. We've had players in FAAM whose children play in FAAM. If you go over to the barbershop now, it is not uncommon to see coaches over there looking at all of the pictures that are up on the wall that represent FAAM and still arguing over who was the best player, who had the best team, who had the best run.
I just had a kid who told a story of where he had a copy of the championship game that he played in as an 8th grader in FAAM. And he used that in college to show girls when he was dating them.
FAAM just has a way of just hooking you. You're hooked. You come in and you start seeing a little 6th grader that not that good. Gets better as a 7th grader, better as an 8th grader. And you see that development. You know, you get caught up in it.
You're running around with players, you're feeding players, you're traveling with players, you're mentoring players, you know, you're a mother, a father, and so I get just the positive vibe from it. That's my cake is you know, making sure kids develop well.
I'm going to try to do everything I can as a coach, as his coach, to help navigate through him. So if that meant paying his tuition fee, if that meant buying him some shoes, if that meant giving him clothes, you know, whatever it took, I mean, that's what we did as coaches. And I continue to do that today.
Coaches that stick around absolutely have a love for the sport, but more importantly have a love for the kids that they know that they're having a positive impact on.
What I loved about coaching was see the development of young people and the competition.
No, there's no competition in FAAM.
I told you this, I want to win.
You know, you always want to have bragging rights at the end of the day. I'm kind of old school, you know, you let your actions speak for you. Don't talk it, walk it.
You know, on Saturdays, you know, with the concession stand going, you sit over by the concession stand and you talk smack. And it's fun. It's like a community camaraderie. You know, this is what we do. We talk smack and have fun with it.
Coaches and sometimes players, but more so coaches, gather around the concession stand where Janet Webb started that years ago, and then it's hopping, the food is cooking, it's really smelling great, and coaches are talking smack about their games, who's going to make it to the championship. You got me early in the season, but I can't wait to see you in the championship. Rick Marsh used to do a letter called The Final Score, and he would write a whole bunch of different things in there, and that would just get the coaches going, and they couldn't wait to get over there and stand in front of that concession stand with their pork chops and their grits, and the words would just be flying back and forth, and it was really an enjoyable time.
It's like home. And that's what FAAM has brought to this community.
This is home. Fleetwood is FAAM's home.
Oh, I don't think we would have existed if it was not 65 involved and Fleetwood Jordan Center and the Parks and Recreation Board for the city of Evanston. It wouldn't have been here because we would not have had the facilities and the support without these things coming together.
Home is where the heart is, and our heart here is really at Fleetwood.
Shake hands and let's get this game started.
Pancake Day at Fleetwood Jordan is the culmination of our season. It's the championship game for the boys and the girls.
And everybody wants to see the championship game and see who's going to win. It's standing room only. It is absolutely standing room only. If you're here, people you haven't seen for a year, you will see here at Pancake Day at Fleetwood. All the aldermen are here. The mayor comes through. Jan Schakowsky has come through.
And there's pancakes, and they're good. Kids are just having a ball. I mean, they're going through the line 3, 4, 5 times, and I don't know how they can eat so many pancakes, but they just keep coming back for more and more and more. And when the season begins, everybody's talking about Pancake Day. Who is going to make it to Pancake Day? For the 6th graders, it's just a great experience for them. For the 8th graders, this is their last opportunity to play in a FAAM championship game.
This is the most outpouring of community that you can find, I think, anywhere in this country. Right here in the 5th Ward at Fleetwood Jordan on Pancake Day.
I hope FAAM continue for another 50 years, no question about it, and never lose sight of the values that Gene Bell, Bill Logan, and the founding members brought to FAAM.
We have to collectively continue to stay involved.
We have to stay true to our mission, which is mentoring the youth. It's not just about basketball. If you want basketball, you can go someplace else.
FAAM helps to develop young people into adults who become positive members of our community.
This organization is so important to the fabric of this community. It's so important to young people, and it's important to even us as volunteers.
Hopefully kids are still using FAAM as a bridge to adulthood. Hopefully we're still having positive coaches around who are coaching to help kids out, you know, to leave a positive influence on kids. So I hope FAAM grows.
FAAM is not just while you're here. We always say at our awards banquet, don't be a stranger. Come back home. This is always home. You're always welcome. FAAM is here for our families, our parents, and our children for the long run.
BAM. What's the tagline? I forget the tagline. Oh, the best game in town.
FAAM, 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 it is absolutely, without a doubt, the best game in town.
The best game in town, yes, yes.